Jankovic, in his debut with the Go-Go, now has 8 points, 4 rebounds. Sagaba Konate into the game for the 905, along with Nicholas Baer. Pump fake. Shot doesn't go. Baer does a good job keeping it alive. He's had a few of those in this ball game, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's a tough shot. People think that that's an easy shot right there at 8 to 10 feet.
Jankovic with the screeny. Rebu. Schofield left it short.
Schofield a little off balance on that hook shot right there.
Gave up 5 inches, so.
Yep, and about 50 pounds.
Off the inbound. Morgan uses the window. Lead now down to 5. That ended a 7-0 run. Sorry, Tony.
That's all right. Still plenty of time to go here in the fourth, so it's important the Go-Go don't let up defensively. Offense have gotten better.
That's another 3 for the Go-Go and another assist for Admiral Schofield.
And the big fella shows us that he's also got some range in addition to being able to play inside a little bit.
Konate. But on Jankovic. Out to Rebu for 3. In and out. Ennis now with it. 15 on the shot clock. Konate with the screen. Kick to Evans, to the corner. Baer knocks down the 3.
And one of the few threes that we've seen for the 905, and that'll certainly turn things around for you pretty quick.
Booth pulls it back out. Gets it back from Rebu. Off the dribble. Doesn't go. Evans with the rebound. Quickly up the floor to Konate. Booth got a piece of that.
Good defensive play.
I'll also give that slide a 4.5.
There you go. Pretty good slide.
Very graceful for a big guy.
Some soccer players would have been happy with that.
Schofield kicks it. Hudson. Doesn't go. Watson with the rebound. 104-96 lead. So an unsuccessful challenge. So Coach Richmond loses his challenge as well as a timeout. And it's got the 1 for 2. So 6-point deficit now for the 905. Jaron Grant and Jalen Jones back into the game.
Maybe had a little popcorn earlier, a little residual butter. It happens.
Ennis goes back to Morgan. Watson left open. Knocks down the 3.
And for a team that doesn't shoot a lot of three-pointers, we've now seen 905 knock down a couple of three-pointers. And we know how fast that can turn a game around for you.
Schofield with Ennis on him. Kicks it. Booth comes back to Schofield. Booth off the screen. Too strong. Back tap. Evans controls the 905 on an 8-0 run.
Go-Go really need a stop here. I'm sorry, Megan.
And so 3-point lead now for the Go-Go off the 3 from Watson. Here's Jones. Jones going at Watson. Comes back middle. Goes up through contact. No whistle, no bucket. Morgan up the floor to Watson. Watson to the paint, gets the layup. It's a 1-point ball game.
And we've seen the 905 again, 3 possessions, 3 scores.
10-0 run now for the 905. Halfway through the 4th from DC. Schofield off the spin, doesn't get the bounce. Watson with the rebound. The 905 can take the lead with this possession. The Go-Go now in penalty, so for the next 5:40, it will stop the clock. And the 905 with their first lead since it was 75-74, and they've done it on a 12-0 run.
And that 12-0 run has consisted of a couple of three-pointers and some consistent points at the rim.
Grant kicks it. Jones off the mark.
Last couple of possessions, we've seen the Go-Go take some tough shots.
Morgan. Evans out to Ennis. Pulls it out. 10 on the shot clock. Jalen Jones then moved his foot, which then released even more.
Right.
And that's similar to what we saw Garrison Matthew as Baer gets right to the hole for the flush.
Yeah, that's too easy right there when you talk about defensive rotations being slow. I mean, that was just a wide open drive right there.
Booth kicks. Irebu. Too strong.
Seemed to really kick it in gear in the third quarter. We're seeing the 905's offense do that now as we head down the home stretch of the fourth. Question now becomes, defensively, what adjustments will the Go-Go make?
Jankovic back into the game. Irebu, 7 seconds on the shot clock to Grant. And they're getting all can be seen beginning tonight, streamed on the Monumental Sports Network and Ball is Life's YouTube channel. As Jaron Grant gets the 1 for 2 at the free throw line, cuts the deficit to 3. And the Go-Go now 16 of 16 from the free throw line for the ball game. That also snapped the 14-0 run over the last 8+ minutes.
Offensive rhythm. Go-Go have to find a way to make them uncomfortable here in this last 4 minutes.
Grant kicks it. Extra one to Hudson. Attacks. Left that short. Loose ball picked up by Ennis. Watson. Teardrop goes.
And that's what has helped the 905 get the lead in this basketball game. Plays just like that.
5-point lead. Grant goes down.
Defensively, it's been a little bit of a struggle trying to stop the 905 here in the fourth, as we've been talking about.
Jaron Grant with 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Baer to Ennis. Met by Grant, got his own, put it up and in. .113, 108, 905 lead. Down low to Jankovic, kicks it. One more. Booth. Count it. The kick to Evans. One more to Watson. Knocks down the 3.
We've seen Watson knock down a couple of threes here as of late. As the offense continues to stay in high gear for the 905.
5-point lead for the 905. Grant cuts it down to 3.
Grant's been a real spark today from the offensive side, being able to get some baskets for the Go-Go.
Ennis. Baer knocks down the 3.
And again, the threes are falling for the 905 in the fourth quarter of this basketball game.
Jankovic gets the 1 for 2. Cuts the deficit to 4. And we're under 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Back to traditional free throw shooting. But more importantly, 905 trying to extend their lead. The Go-Go trying to get a stop.
And again, this is what it's going to come down to for the Go-Go. Stops.
They got one there. Can they convert? Here's Booth. Admiral steps into one. Big shot from Schofield.
Admiral Schofield, biggest shot of the day at a time when he hasn't taken a lot of shots and has struggled from the field. Knocks down maybe the biggest three for the Go-Go today.
Cuts the deficit to 1. Ennis.
Seconds here is the Go-Go try to get a little bit painted area today. We've seen him knock down a few threes here and there, but the damage he's done has really been at the rim.
121, 118, 905 lead. Here's Booth for 3. Count the bucket.
One from Admiral Schofield, and now Bill Booth, completion of a 4-point play.
Go-Go retake the lead. 1:10 to go now in the 4th. Here's Ennis. Under a minute. And tied at 122. Booth.
To the line. React like you're on a string.
Off the inbound, here's Baer. Hand off to Watson. Watson attacking. Watson misses the first. Gets the
Phil Booth.
Grant with the inbound after the timeout. 124, 123. Go-Go lead it. 25 seconds to play in the 4th. 10 on the shot clock for Grant. Over to Booth. 6 seconds. Booth attacks, kicks. Hudson in the corner. Floater. Left it short. Bethea with the rebound. Ennis, shot clock turned off. He attacks, gets to the hole, reverse layup, doesn't go. Grant with the rebound, and he...
The one thing that you cannot do here is give up a three-pointer.
Watson.
Evans as well. Utah against the smaller defender, just shoots right over the top of Evans and hits.
Nice shot there by Jared Utah. I thought it looked like it was going to be a little too strong. But rattled it home. Nice, a little efficient night for Jared Utah. 5 of 8. Made his 1 3 that he's attempted. Made both of his free throws. 15 points, 9 rebounds.
Ennis gets in the lane and ties it up again. T quickly back the other way, right at Ennis, and gets the roll.
Easy right there for Marcus T. He saw no big man in the lane. Knows he can use his muscle, his strength, his quickness to get to the basket. Gets the bump to get some separation. Easy little lay-in right there for Marcus T.
Ellenson for 3, knocks it in again. Ellenson now is up to 26 points. So he's played 2 games for them. He's at 25 and 26. Conchar. Ellenson again. That one won't go. Yuta for 3. No. And Ellenson has the rebound. Baer rips the nylon with that three and makes it a 4-point Raptors 9:05 lead. Jackson on the block. Rest of this quarter will be a shooting foul. Jackson hits the free throw. 21 points now for Josh Jackson. He comes in 10th in the league in scoring at just under 21 a game. So the reach in there. Nicholas Baer out of Iowa has his average now. 6 points he averages per game, and he's got 6 after that 3-point play. Now the 9:05 with a 5-point lead. 10-4 run here by the Raptors.
That's a tough shot right there. Yeah, that's a bad shot. You need a better shot right there.
Neither team is led by more than 7.
Neither team has been interested in playing a lot of defense tonight.
8 to shoot for Ellenson. He finds Notice. He's off the mark.
I noticed he missed.
Caver in the lane. Hits that one.
Nice little one-handed floater right there from Mike Caver. Didn't know he had that in his arsenal.
There's a turnover by Evans. Caver for 3. Yes, sir. Ahmad Caver back-to-back buckets. That one from 3, and we are tied at 97.
It's amazing how this happens. It's just so fast. So 20 fast break points for the Hustle.
Our 10th tie. We've had 16 lead changes. And this one has gone back and forth all night. Evans to Baer, and Baer in the lane for 2.
Baer he has one speed. Watch him run. It's as fast as he can all the time. He does not have a jog.
Tough shot there by T. Won't go.
Marcus T. It looked like he was going to start off and have another good game tonight, but now just 2 of 8.
Under 2 minutes to play in the third. Baer can't hit from the corner. Caver has the rebound. Sets up Yuta.
Fourth wants to get his 3-point shot more. He wants to improve it more. They always the thing has been said. There is a correlation between how well you shoot free throws.
Evans guarded by Caver. 3 ball is too strong for Morgan. And Utah has the double-double now, his 11th of the year. Nice feed to Buchanan.
He didn't need to do that. That's something you just go up with your left hand. Trying to be way too fancy there. 112 over the Detroit Pistons.
Travel the official travel agency of the Memphis Hustle. 767-0761 for your next game-winning vacation.
John Morant finished 16 points and 12 assists. Brandon Clark 15 points and 11 rebounds. Dylan Brooks 27 points. Jared Jackson Jr. 29 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of blocks.
Baer with the jumper short. Hustle looking for another tie or possibly the lead. On a 5-second differential. He pulls up on Notice and hits. We are tied at 99.
This is this a Lawler's Law situation?
It's very
here.
big,
Except, no,
big
wait,
moment.
it's the end of the third quarter. It's only the end of the third quarter. The Lawler's Law.
Hernandez, he's picked up 4 points in that short period of time. Baer cold off the bench, of course, a polar bear. Fearless, coming in and out.
And that's a lob inside, but double down.
Evans, that looked like a goaltend, no call. Pons, Bryson blows a tire. Back into Watson. It's elementary, Paul Watson.
That's great. That's a great read from Pons. If Kamaji is standing in the paint and no one else is around, someone is wide open on the perimeter.
The Shayok shimmy doesn't pay off there. Here's Watson on the push. So the 905 are at their best when they're out and running.
Just over 12 a game, so 6 already early. I'd say they're locking in on the defensive end of the court.
Evans, Pons, Morgan, Baer, and Watson on the floor for the 905. High screen, Shamari Pons through the lane, no. Pons, another one of those players that can light it up and quick. Moore with the handoff. Good aggressive defending by Jawan Evans. Moore gets behind Baer and throws it down, two-handed flush.
Yeah, it's just great footwork, understanding your body, hooking your leg around so the pass is led. And the only way to really stop that, I'd say, more ball pressure. You can't make that pass so easy inside.
Pons shakes off Bryson. Baer with that big paw clawing that in. Smith, Bolden, Moore, Munford, and Bryson for the Bluecoats. Good turnaround, Jimmy right there as Smith gets his first 2 points of the ballgame. Big screen by the Bear. Nicholas! He's a nightmare to mark because he can knock down that shot. Nicky Nightmare.
Yeah, pulling Moore out again, and hey, if you're gonna keep your bigs on the floor, we're gonna make you pay for it too.
Big grab, Watson coming down with the rebound. Looked like all kinds of contact. Bolden got away with it, and Smith gets away with walking there as well. Acrobatic finish.
Well, Zaire Smith is fun to watch out of Texas Tech. He's, like you said, the word athletic in the open court.
Baer on the floor. Bolden again got away with it.
Here he goes again, shooting a passing lane, beating everybody down, but calling for a breather. And so if you're the 905, you've got to recognize that.
Incredible, though, that Delaware just benefited. It looked like Bolden got away with not one, but 2 fouls that weren't given. And Delaware and Zaire Smith with points on both occasions. Well, Paul Watson with the response.
And went right to Paul Watson, who Zaire Smith was guarding. Saw he called for a break. He's gassed. He's been banged up again, a little bit hurt.
Mismatch down low. Bolden over top of Matt Morgan. Jordan Bolden with 4. Pons blows past Bryson. Stops, pumps, and it drops. Good turn, good patience, Shamori Pons. Mumford. Good defensive work there by Watson. Bryson in and out. Baer comes down with the rebound.
So for the Bluecoats, if they've got to slow down, play half-court offense, why aren't they pounding it inside? Their size advantage is so overwhelming that if they're going to chew up clock, they've got to touch the paint with the ball as Baer gives them a little taste of what they want to do, hits an outside shot.
The polar bear. He ain't ice cold, he's smoking.
Did what he needed to do for him, and this is exactly why Virginia, he averaged, his junior year averaged just under 9 points a game because they play a defensive 19 a game. So he understands how to play defense, but he's a pretty good scorer. He knows how to put the ball in the hoop, all right? And so it really worked out well for him.
Well, what's interesting about that, Amy, is that Justin Anderson's a 4-year NBA pro. He's 26 years of age. So they're saying, how's this rookie, professional rookie in Shayok, how is he a teammate with Anderson? Well, Shayok's one of those older guys that talent evaluators hold it against him that they're a little bit more refined at an older age. He's 24 years of age, and that's one of the biggest reasons why he fell to 54th overall and a second-round pick. Certainly has that first-round talent. Okay, someone's got to cool him down. The polar bear, they don't reside in climates like this. He is scorching out of the gate. He's got 11 points. Kamaji.
What's big time for the 905 with Nicholas Baer playing the way he is right now is that they love him. They love when he scores.
Yeah.
They love when he does something. He fires up the team, and
Team
that is
first
intangible.
guy.
That is intangible, and it is so important.
And he's coming off his best game of his professional career. As Dwayne Notice misses the corner jump shot against Windy City. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, and a game high plus 21. 905 with numbers. Notice, that's a strong take. Went higher than Highsmith. Big finish from Dwayne. And the thing that made that performance against Windy City that much more special, Amy, is Nicholas Baer, his family was in attendance as well. A real feel-good story, the player that continues to blossom. Kick outside, Highsmith, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. To Smith. No, Kamaji comes down with the rebound. Brownridge, there's a foul.
It just wasn't enough. Just that overwhelming size and strength gives the Blue Coats this second chance opportunity, which turns into 3 points.
Jared Brownridge out of Santa Clara, the alma mater of the great Steve Nash. I was just in Santa Clara this past week. Beautiful part of the world. Notice back rim. 5-point game. Blue Coats hanging around. Shiz, back iron. Watson chases that down. Good awareness from Paul Watson. He's up to 6 points, 5 rebounds. Slipped by Smith. Anderson.